Hi everyone, welcome to today's Makeup Monday. Today my focus is on sympathy cards. I don't often create sympathy cards, and I don't know why, but just this weekend somebody that I knew passed away and their family's been on my mind, so I thought it was a perfect time to dive right in. I started with a Sweet Blush card base, and then a Vintage Cream layer that's cut slightly smaller than that. And I've gone ahead and started stamping, but we'll continue. We're just going to create an outside border with our stamps. I've used the butterfly from Love Lives Here and First Lavender Moon, and I'm just stamping a partial image around the edges of my card. With our Lavender Moon layer done, now I'm going to move on to some Summer Sunrise using the very same butterfly image. And I've just grabbed a scrap piece of paper to catch the edges that seem to flow over. And we're just going to layer on these pretty images all the way around, just a portion of them. So this is a great time for you to use your favorite color combinations. Let's see, right here. My Summer Sunrise is done, and I think I will try some Berry Sorbet next. And it's just fun, you just overlap and layer and just enjoy how it all turns out. Kind of messy stamping, but sometimes that's just what we need to inspire a little bit more creativity, isn't it? Okay, this is a lovely color combination. I'm going to stamp upside down for you for a minute, and I apologize for that. But we will finish up here soon. Okay, so now for a few smaller butterflies in more of a bold color to bring in some pattern. I'm using Smoky Shadow, and I'm still just stamping a portion of the butterfly. I'll have the names of all of these stamp sets included in at the end of my tutorial today. I gather my information and I start stamping and talking, and I forget absolutely everything. So never fear, I will have it listed for you. Okay, let's do one more, maybe right down here in the corner. So we've got our stamping done around the outer edges of our Vintage Cream. Then what I've done is cut a tag using a tag cell die, also from Vintage Cream. I'm just going to adhere that to the center, but before I do that, I stamped my sentiment, also from Love Lives Here. My heart is always with you. I think that's a pretty versatile sentiment that works for many different occasions, but I liked it for this sympathy card. And then I've cut 3 die-cut butterflies. This is the Beautiful Butterflies die. And I've done 2 out of vellum and 1 out of a coordinating pattern paper. And I'm going to adhere those to my tag, and then I'm going to stitch down the center and then fold the wings up to add some dimension. I decided to give my background some texture, so I ran it through with my impression plate, the wrought iron impression plate, and I've adhered that to my card base. And before I do my stitching, I am going to adhere a Vintage Cream Hello There die cut, and then a Summer Sunrise flower from the Hello There die collection as well. And then I hope you use your sewing machine for your paper crafting, because it really is fun, and in this case it just adds instant texture and dimension. So I'm just going to stitch right down the center as soon as my glue dries. Okay, my tag is stitched, and you can see what fun dimension that adds. It just makes the felt puffy and almost quilted looking. And then you've got the ability to fold those die cuts upwards, the wings and things like that, or petals. I'm going to put a little adhesive pearl right there in the center. And then I'm going to adhere that to the center of my card and work on a bow. Alright, so I thought that this card deserved a little junk bow, and I will walk you through that one more time, because I love them. So this is just some vintage fabric I have that I cut and tore into strips. I cut my ends into V's. You don't need very much. This is some sheer ribbon, and this is some sweet blush grosgrain. Then you can use anything to wrap around the center. This is just a scrap of seam binding that I have. So you're going to crisscross layer those on one another, and then you're going to wrap that little scrap of whatever you have. It can be twine, baker's twine, thread, anything. Okay, and then you're going to tie it in a really tight knot right there in the center, and then it's time to just start fluffing. So you open up your bow, you pull out the layers, and so that each little portion can be seen. We can see a little pink, we can see a little sheer, we can see a little of the vintage. I've actually seen this done with newspaper, so really huge junk bows done out of newspaper. Let me adhere that really quick. Newspaper, brown paper sacks, piano music. You just kind of fold it accordion style, crisscross, layer them all together, and then secure them in the center. They're super cute for big parties and functions like that. But for me, on the smaller scale, is exactly what I need on occasion. Okay, just let that dry, and then you've got your sweet little sympathy card. Hopefully it'll bring some cheer to someone who needs it. And that's it for me. I can't wait to see what you come up with. So grab a flower stamp and go around the edges of your base. Let's see, stars would be fun for happy birthday. Holly leaves, even just polka dots. Anyway, super fun way to use your favorite color combinations, and then pick a sweet sentiment. Think of somebody who might need a little cheering this time of year and send it off. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. We'll see you soon.